Another live. Another live on TikTok with the coffee. I wanted to record anyway of how many lives I've done. Thousands. Millions. Dun 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 dun, sup Eli? No. Shot for the likes. Oh, thanks for the share, Thanks for the share. Appreciate it. Dun. It is currently 6:31 here on the 15th of August 2024, Cape Town, South Africa. I should start with my lives like that. Because then I upload them to YouTube, then when I watch them in the future, I'll be like, oh, that's when it was. Na. Don't go changing. Sup, Michael? Oh, is that a beautiful black void of death? My kitty just arrived. Thanks for the likes, Eli. Kitty. It's the black void of death. AKA Black Flufferoni. It's Italian. Sup, Narcoleptic Gardener. Good morning to you. Karen. Good morning, Karen. K to the R to the event. The Karen. Good morning. I'm in a particularly good mood. Why? No reason. Abstract bliss. Sup, Dex? Hi. I've got a kitty here. So life is good. Oh, Karen, how was your last 24 hours? Like abstractly, not like spiritually, just how was it? Did you make anything interesting to eat? Any interesting events outside the house? Mundane. How was the last 24 hours on a mundane level? Irene, sup? Sup, Johan? Where's your head at? Oh, where's your head at? Where's your head at? I'm fixing food now, yeah, I kind of pictured that. Trying to be abstract. Not spiritual, but I end up like quantumly looking into it. Is there a crock pot involved? Like a patent pot. I don't call it a crock pot. Like, no, but I got cool oven mittens. Rad. Oh, she's so cool. She's like, I got 32 seconds of love. What is this? It's a scam. So all my cat nip back, all my whatever she paid for it. Big stainless steel pot, actually, rad. It's like, you're making it's like guessing. You go through every meal there is, trying to guess what you're doing. You're like, no. I'm like, you're making a giant seafood broil. I go, yes, you are. You can see the food, right? You bring it to a broil. Stop trying to be metaphorically right. But the fucking particles are the same. That kind of person, that'd be a classic character. They always talk it back to being them right. Because they just talk it back to, yeah, I was wrong, but the metaphor still connects. Like, don't I get bonus points? I get participation points. More points than that Australian breakdown. So. Chili layered with chips and cheese. Real food. Nice food. I like watching British people go to America and then do like a barbecue with your mac and cheese and your ribs and your this and they're like, oh my god, like what have we been eating? We boil our beef with those spices. Baked. Nice. Yeah, it's like soul food basically. Da-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na. Sup, Caleb? There's an interesting concept, spiritual concept of sense gratification and how we get bogged down in that, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just thinking, you think it'd be a natural cycle for a soul to go into the realms of matter, get obsessed. It's like food and sense gratification, like, I like the way the silk feels on me, and just all about sense is like, happy, am I weather good? obviously more, love, you want lots of that kind of physical stuff, but you basically sense. And then I can imagine one life, you just suddenly go, what is this about? Like, you get satiated. I personally don't think you'll get trapped in it. I think one day you'll just suddenly go, what's this? This is pointless. But I don't know. And I suppose if someone was if you told someone they could or they couldn't, how would that change what it is or isn't? So you will get trapped in matter if you try and oversense gratify. I eat because I have to usually. I love. That's rad. That's cool. You cook out of thingy, but then the idea of and usually the person who makes the food eats because they have to. They're not a person who does the fooding tends to not be the eater, which is a good thing. Because to me that would Swami would say now that indicates a later stage in your food relationship. You know what I mean? The later stage is I eat it to sustain myself, but I love it as a loving act, which is prasadam. That's where it's a worship. You love your people. That's worship. The food you make is worship. That's what it's supposed to be. That's why. You're putting your love and your love into it, and people who eat it can be nourished. Yo, I love that. Holla Spur Squad. Yo, what's up? I'm divine, how are you? I'm divine, how are you? I'm perfectly blissful in every way. Me too. Thank you so much for the rose. And Han, thank you for the 7 roses. Absolute legend. Next 12 hours, Han. Han, inbox me. Watch what's going to happen. Like, in the next 12 hours, something more unique and nice that's ever happened this year, in the last 3 years. It's going to happen. And you're going to be like, that's it. So that thing that happened is the thing you said. Like, the thing that's happened is the thing I said within 12 hours. And you'll know, because it's not like you pretend that it's better than anything else that's happened. So just inbox me. It'll be in the thingy secondary inbox, but I'll read it. Shuffle the two. Don't give me more TikToks. Don't give me more gifts. No! Like overpaying. Not that you gifted for the gift. Not that you gifted for that good luck thing. It was just you were a nano energetic moment from jumping into that experience, and that was it. Coincidentally, I was the tipping point with that rose situation, but not the other gifts. No, I had very short. I'm always trying to give people good deals. I think everyone's me. I want them to get the best out of the situation. I've had a very short fuse today. People are that's the thing. It's hectic. Oh really? Is it like that, Karen? Would you say you have the autistic thing? If you don't have earbuds in a shop and there's too many noises and you just go ah. Really bananas, Han, thank you so very, very, very much. And Tracy, thank you so much. That's what kind Korean? It's a Korean finger heart. I don't know. Because yesterday I saw in a video where the guys were doing the MMA. The guy walked up to the other guy and he's like, and then they started laughing. Yeah, for friendly weigh-ins. I was watching friendly weigh-ins. So life is, right? Han, thank you so much for the roses. Shot so much. Han, we've got 33, Han knows this stuff. We've got 33 vertebrae. Not me. Shut up. I'm talking to you, I'm talking to normal people. I mean, I don't want to be insulting the vertebra challenged. They are vertebrae challenged people. Point is, we have 33 vertebrae. Just like Jesus was 33 years old. He gave me 33 roses. Always, but no idea. But I've told I'm peculiar. That's so funny. That's a very interesting way to describe somebody who's slightly more etheric, spiritual. Basically, you don't follow the normal their mind is picking up that you believe more in this thing not being a thing than a thing, so your energy works funny, and the only way they can put the finger on it is called peculiar. Is such a nice way to say it. Like when Swami, like a super guru, granted darshan, which is when you show God's forms to a person, because God has many traditional forms. Point is, the person who described it said they couldn't put their eyes, they could see him, but they couldn't place their eyes on any aspect of his face. But they could see his face, but they couldn't like look at his nose or look at his eyes or look at his ears. It was peculiar because the energy was too dynamic. Your energy starts ascending. People will call you odd or peculiar, whatever, you know what I'm trying to say. It's definitely that. A puppy, is it a brown puppy? Is it a cockadoodle? Be careful, those things when the sun comes up. They're like, arr, arr, arr. Wait, that's not a... Oh, cockadoodle, right? That's what they do. The sun comes up and then they go, arr, 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 arr. They howl at the crow with the howling sunrise. I think I've spliced my species. Is he a rescue from Mexico? A tiki. Are those like small little dogs, aren't they? Do you know what a tiki is, dog-wise? Isn't it like a tiny little thing with the little spindly legs? Border collie makes. Wow. That's the size of the dog I saw originally, but I saw curly hair. And it doesn't have like lots of brown in it. Like, no, it's black and white. No, brown. And he made enthusiastic, absolutely loves you. Obviously, dogs, you know. And yes, you're right. You're right about the soul. You journey together in lots. We journey in clusters. We journey in soul clusters, funny enough. Mini Kali. That's rad. That is so cool. I just like the idea of the Kali trying to like herd things, like herd the family. You know, going on a walk with the family, like pushes the family together. It'd be really funny if you like had kids and you're like, listen, get ready for school. The kids are like dawdling, and then the collie goes and like bites the back of their legs. Like, what? Ah! Hey, gotta get ready for school. Not the back of their legs, their heels, their Achilles heels. Like they do with sheep. That'd be cool. No, Garth, that's called abuse. I don't know. I don't know what it entails to raise kids. I'd have my border collie herd them, brush them along. Do your homework? No. Do your homework. We should definitely get licenses. We should definitely do exams for kids. Like 3 different exams. Okay, hypothetically speaking, your kid runs into the house holding a cobra. What do? You know? Ask it to hold it up so I can see it. No, you don't, sorry sir, but you don't qualify. You cannot have a child. You know, and the other questions like, how much money is in your pocket right now? I don't know. Like you should be psychologically, spiritually, and physically. Like, you know, financially. It's a fine line between Orwellian dictatorship and the way life will work because we don't discipline. It's true, eh? Humanity as a collective, if it doesn't discipline itself psychologically, it'll over-replicate, and then it won't have as many liberties because there won't be as many options, and then it will try and govern itself. And so it all comes down to either you govern yourself or you get governed. Okay? If what you want is, everyone can do that. No, exactly. Start asking for it. That would be that argument. And then the other argument is like, let the chips fall where they may. Dad said he barked too much. Got rid of him while I was at school. No! Tracy, that's terrible. That's like when you have like a pet chicken, and then you eat chicken, and then apparently like next day like, where's chicken? You're like, that's what we ate last night. What? Yeah, we eat our chickens. And you're like 5. It's the first time you actually registered that you've been eating your chickens. You just think then they fly off. What do chickens do when they go away? There's so many humans who've had that experience. It's like they finish the dinner meal and it's like, sorry, you ate James. James, it was a girl. It was a chicken. I called her James. Anyway. There's some left over. You can have some chicken mayo tomorrow. Sup, Jay? Oh, James, that's so weird. James, I didn't register you were here and I just randomly named the chicken James. Great. Oh, well, randomly. Did I though? It could be both. Subconscious, oh wow, my brain registered it because I've got eyes that are looking, but I was still talking. That's pretty cool. I had a cow. No, that is the best. Did you really, like that? Did you really have a cow like that, and then you actually had it at the table? Because they're nicer than dogs. Cows are like, oh, I love you. See, I don't know, if I was God, to me it would be natural for us to go through lifetimes. I wouldn't, energetically you retain the essence of what you've gained. You just don't keep the actual memories, so that you do wisen up over time. Many incarnations, you wisen up, you mature, you become energetically aware of your relationship with energy. So you're like, listen, I don't eat meat. Why? I don't know, I just don't. Like eating Alsatian. Not that that's your evolution. I mean, I would say yes, you don't want to eat meat. But again, from God's point of view, it seems to be there's echelons. There's echelons of transcendence. It's not just, oh, I'm a human and I want to, I want sense gratification and I want to overdo it and I'm stuck here and I don't know what it is and I want to fight with people half the time because it's my reflection and it doesn't want to do what I want to do. Arrgh, that's life. Or, no, I figured it out. I'm a renunciant. I'm now going to only eat moringa, all the health foods, and I'm not going to think, I'm going to meditate continuously, and I'm going to quickly burn karma and ascend out of this reflective, this realm of existence. I'm going to escape samsara, basically. It doesn't have to be either or. To me, take your time, figure it out. And then my thing is, that's true no matter which one it is, because you're timeless. The timeful self is stuck in time, but you're not time. So once you've escaped time, you were never here. You were never stuck. So if God's like, no, you've got to get out. Here is terrible. And I'm going, no, take your time to get out. We're saying the same thing. That's the key, to see that all things are saying the same thing. To be able to look through, that's ascended, that's ascension. You're not going to differentiate when you're in experience, you're going to go, It's going to be like walking with God, external, internal, one and the same. And then the only thing that wouldn't make it the same is if you've got a desire, a want, to go, I want it to be this, I want it to be that, I need this, I need that. It's already what you actually need. And your game is to see it. And if you don't see it, you lend yourself to lessons. Yesterday I came up with two of the best things ever. One, if you don't see it, you're sent on an inside quest. You get it? Instead of a side quest, an insight quest. Whenever you don't get something, you're taken on new metaphorical variables rock up that are actually inside quests. Side quest. You're taken off on a detour to learn a node of your nature. And what was the other one? There was a second one that was really good. Man. When we learn, correct. And learning is equivalent to remembering, because the thing we learn we are, the true us, not this us that's time bound. The time bound us isn't us. So you identify with the timeless self. The point is I'm saying, it was the second one I came up with. It was so good. I like my insight quest. Drink coffee. And James, what's your main thing at the moment? I asked someone else in the beginning of this live, there's always a main theme, like your exhaust fell off, or your back doors, you painted it, something like that. What is your variable at the moment? It's going to be pertinent for all of us. I did your advice about local. Absolutely, Karen. If you incalculate, Karen, every sentiment you've had at anybody ever, that's my advice. You are my advice. Your sentiment on every time you've interacted with somebody, you've wished the best for them. And it's scenarios where they have an outlook that isn't, where you may have ever been negative or salty or whatever, and all it was a mirror. You weren't being negative, you were emotionally reflecting. All the people here, you've put your best foot forward in sentiment. If you didn't know, say you were given amnesia and you were talking to God your whole life, you put your best foot forward. You without knowing that was the situation, it was the situation, and you acted as if it was the situation. Do you see what I mean by pure hearts? And I'm an inversion. I'm God that doesn't know that was testing the place to see if left on my own devices, will I remember? Which means the moment I remember, as God, I give earth the same credit. I am. God's will be done on earth as it is in heaven, because earth is now an extension of heaven. It's been pulled into the heavenly realms. It's being pulled into the heavenly realms, basically. No, it's not. It's being eaten by a giant space centipede. That's a good. Yeah, if it was that, and we're just telling you love and light and sages and gurus, that's just a way to, colonize the soul so we can consume the planet again. What? We're not time-traveling reptiles who travel back in time and eat humanity once it's ascended. Don't read Jim Carrey's autobiography, whatever you do. Dun dun dun. Andrew Gilly, sup? Why is Gilly such a... Oh, you get a Gilly suit. But isn't it Gilly's in Wheel of Time? Not Wheel of Time, he's the guy that has a child with the North, the guys that are over the wall. What's his name, man? He becomes a maester and figures out that... whatever. Dun, 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 dun. Thanks for the follow. Who's this? MJ Engelbrecht. Let's go. It's South African. Right. I didn't see an invitation. Don't accept. It was an accident. Oh, sorry. Wexy, Sigma. Thanks for the follow. Yeah. Thanks for the follow, everybody. Naledi. What's up, Naledi? Thank you for gifting. Why didn't I see the gift? Winston! Gorgeous, 90. Orange, you glad dyed your hair orange? It's nice. Sup, Clark? Okay, drinking coffee. Sup, epic. Top of this fine day to you. And thank you for my subscribers very, very much. Today is subscription day. Otherwise, yeah, nothing else. Nothing's really happening on the planet. It's kind of definitely a holding thing at the moment. That's a theme at the moment, a hectic theme. So, there's a Karen. Karen said she had a thingy. Karen, I'm really good. I'm really, really, really good. Really good. Like, I don't know if any of you felt that. That's me literally switching off my mind and dissipating and then returning. I've gotten access to more mystical abilities, basically. So from your experience, it would just look like I was sitting still. You may have felt a weird head sensation, and then just like normal, and then be talking again. And if I do that in real life, I can bend the light around me, so the person goes, like, Gandalf, when Gandalf says, a wizard's never late, that, in my presence, so obviously you get people that can do that, and then they become charlatans, because they're all about never answering a person, always keeping the mystery going. Making a person experience something they haven't experienced before. Sup, gardener. And then don't explain it to them. I'm all about completely having somebody else understand what I understand and become what I am. Well, they already are. All the same thing. The thing you want to do is, if you don't ascend in this lifetime, if you don't escape the death-birth cycle, you want to share enough knowledge with others so that because you get back what you give. So you want to spend your life actually sorting people out. Knowledge-wise, you want to learn what you are and you want to teach people about it, and you want to give money. You want to you want to give yourself. It's a great treasure for the next lifetime. In other words, you become your own best. You treat life like it's you in the next lifetime. You'll probably ascend if you did that technique. You would ascend. Yeah, I guarantee. I give you you ascend. It'll take you like no longer than 3.5 years to have assimilated all possible karma, and all metaphorical concepts will be known by you. Thank you so much for roses, guys. Andrew Gilly, you legend. So there's, if you get weird stories about Jesus having a twin. Nonsense, man. But that will happen because life was his twin. He saw it as one and the same. The Cain and Abel, humanity had an energetic karma. That was the concluding of that misunderstanding. The actual genetics ran that. Mason, thank you. The Vexy. It's quite clever when you follow then unfollow, and then follow again, so it says something. Dun 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 dun. Sup, Mason? Oh, that's deep. Why? Well, because if you're in the now, you can leave now and then return to now to create a new present. It's the same thing. You see, there's nothing you see in others you aren't doing yourself. The structure, the happening that you perceive, it's a reflection always. And you see how different it is where you go, like if somebody was, they follow you and unfollow you, and they follow you again, so that they can have some sort of thing pop up so you can reference them, Now, the side where you go, oh, that's annoying, why would you do that? But then you suddenly, it's like, oh no, it's a reflection. Oh, that's cool, don't worry about it. That's what I do. You see how much more loving and easygoing you are on reality when you go, oh, it's a reflection. Oh, in that case, it's fine, don't worry about it. You see somebody do something, you're like, oh, it's probably a good reason for it. See how much easier, happy-go-lucky you become. Because everybody is doing what they're doing, ultimately for the same reason you're doing it. Mason, thank you so much for the 6 roses, and Gilly, thank you, Andrew. Karen, how many subscribers are here? 2. Okay, now I'm gonna leave it on subscriber thingy. They did it again. That's so cool. I got downloaded or answered today. I was perfect time. And Karen, what kind of question was it? Was it just like an insight on how things function? Oh, it has layers to it. It's really cool. Once you get close to God. In other words, in the now, that your own inner world and your outer world have a direct relationship. They're definitely they're interacting. In fact, they're not even. One isn't questioning and answering it. They're both questioning and answering simultaneously. It's a simultaneous perfect reflection. So a question is nothing more than an invert. The answer. It answers it. Answer. External, internal, external. The actual dynamic is what I've been studying. Okay. Personal relationship that. Sure. You see. Yo, let me see. I was looking at this. This is so cool. This is a polished stone from Lake Superior. I was actually thinking how cool that is. What's up, dude? How you doing? Like, I was thinking, when did that stone become a stone? At some point, that stone broke off of a rock. You know what I'm trying to say? And like, how long did it take for that to happen? I love it. Like, you know what I mean? That rock, and at some point, that rock was probably lava of some kind. So this all the atoms there is what I'm saying, is how long are they journeying, and then they thingied, and then they fell in the Lake Superior, and then you got it probably from the shore, right? And you didn't go dredge, you didn't go, and then to go into the tumbler. Yo, Andrew, thank you so much. Shot so much, bro. What is it saying? Tumbler, envelope, overseas. You know what I mean? The journey of that stone is classic. I meditate with it, and then think about its journey, and I think about the atoms when the planet formed, when the magma, like how mixed around did it get? Where are each of the atoms from? Where have they been? Are they from the same location in the same exploding star once upon a never? Buddha had such high level of consciousness, you could give him a piece of sand, he'd tell you the sand's existence, all of it, back to, it was here, then it flew there, it sat on the beach here for 50 years, then 4 days, it thingied, was buried 1.5 feet, did the thingy, he'll literally tell you its whole thing. The whole thing. So obviously if you meet a person, you'll be like, your first relationship ended badly, but your second relationship, you did to the other partner what was done to you. You know that now. Sin no more. And the person will be like, well, how can you know that shit? Because you're a boring reflection. Boring, yeah, boring meaning it's not a mystery. I miss nothing. Tree. Guys, thank you so much, Mason, Andrew Gilly, Andrew and Mason, thank you. Da-na-na. I love you so much. Yours well, Epic. Always make me feel better. Oh man, I was trying to think of something clever or witty or beautiful or spiritual to say there. And your guides went like this. I was like, what are you guys? They're like, like they're basically teasing me, going, you rely on our communication to be useful. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. You see how cool it is to be able to collapse the ego at will, and then full on inflate it quickly. I'm the best at that. Are you? Maybe. How do you guys feel about it? That was good, eh? I did it right there. On, off, on, off. Ego on, off, on, off, ego on, off. It's like flame on, ego on. I am the source of creation. Life emanates from my being. Off. Thank you so much, everybody, for allowing me to be in your presence. It feels like Christmas morning. Just everywhere I look, gifts. You're a gift, you're a gift. I'm the gift of givers. I am the source of all love and happiness. And to know me is to be blissful, without reason. Ego off. We're very lucky to have free oxygen. God, are you a simp? I can be one if you want. Are you a simp to the divine feminine? If she wants. I don't know, how does she feel about it? Does she want me to be? She knows best. We should ask her first. Don't make eye contact. Respect her. Hey, I had this deep, profound realization yesterday about the moon. The moon. You know the concept of transcending yourself? And or revealing yourself. To eclipse is to transcend. But to reveal is to know. You see, it's the same dynamic. To see yourself holistically is to transcend yourself. To transcend yourself, you have to see yourself holistically. We live in a living metaphorical library of the of the nature of it all. We live in an energetic mirrored library of it. So the waxing and the waning and the 14, the veiled, and, a fortnight. How long? A fortnight. What do you think about Marvel? What? Garth has... Oh, rad! Thank you for the follow. So you literally made that name so you could pop in and say Garth has... Gayat. It was really funny. I watched somebody do like a Riz or whatever test. And they got 8 out of 8. And the parents are sitting there going, what the fuck? When did you learn new languages? When did you learn a new language? It's a new form, not to be rude, it's a new form of autism. Where autism is good. You want autism. Autism is to basically to hyperfixate on a unique aspect of existence. Or you got your unique passions, basically. And so, when I say autistic, it's the thing of, I don't want to have long conversations with myself, because I'm going to get confused and think I'm talking to somebody else. So, I'm going to judge every interaction based on 6 words. Skibbity. Yeah, I know, it is pretty skibbity. What, reality? Yeah, it's very skibbity. I would avoid looking it in the face. It's pretty clever. It's pretty brilliant. See, life, if you go out of your way to prop it up, it makes so much sense. Mallory! Good morning to you! Andrew, James and Karen and Mallory, everybody, do you mind if I'm going to take it off sub chat? These people are gifting and being so sweet and nice and kind of say hi. Hi guys, it's all sub chat. I always regret it, eh, Karen? Within 3 minutes, I'm like, I got sub chat, put it back on again. I'm going to never do that again. Sup, Spicy Orange! Sup, Sierra's mom, how are you this fine day? You have a frown of autism. I know. I've definitely got autism. I was obsessed over the nature of reality. Think about that. If you're going to be autistic, that's something you want to obsess with. And then I discovered that I was God, dreaming my life. And us? No, not you, just me. Everybody, that's what this is. Welcome to my dream. Ready for sleep. Oh yeah, good point. I mean, no, wait, hold up. I'm supposed to wake the dream. Oh, you're going to sleep. I thought this was all about me. I'm a spiritual narcissist. Hope you have sweet dreams. Well, I know you're going to have sweet dreams. You know Spicy Orange? If you want to say, before you go to sleep, say, it's my intent to remember my dreams. You could write books from your dreams. You basically sit on the Galactic Council in your sleep, and you have full-on discussions about Earth has many layers and energetic, but there's 19 mental layers that are being enhanced, worked on actively. So your themes in the day, your day-to-day themes, you're playing one side of the stabilizing of that. And if you choose to remember, there's some cool-looking aliens that you just talk to, and then you'll know what aspect of yourself is reflected in that alien. And then you'll have basically conversations with your higher mind in your dreams. Arcturians. And the Arcturians that appear different. You could write a book about it. You could really write a book about it. It would be, if you saw Earth outside of time, in the fullness of time is a better way to say it. So just say, it's my intent to remember my dreams, if you want to. It could be a bit much. You're like, I want to live a mundane existence. I want to remember that there's a galactic council and humanity is busy being ushered into, a higher order of energy. We create in the flesh. Everything we wish is there. We create everything. Exactly. I'm in the spectrum. People make fun of me for it. The thing is, Keegan, if you're really bad at something or really good at something, you're going to have to put up with attention. And good attention and bad attention, compliments and insults, there's going to be plenty of it forever. You're going to have to get used to people thinking you're great without actually it affecting you. And you're going to have to get used to people thinking that you're stupid. Because people aren't looking at you, they're looking at themselves. They go, if I was you, I would be insecure. Because they're insecure as a person. Nothing to do with you. Are you a butterfly? I am a butterfly. I need to go beyond writing poetry and get to the book writing. Yes. That you see, So, yes. Spicy, I've got that clear. That the book concept that you'll be able... And that I gave you the shortcut to making it flow easily, which is if you just remembered that. I could take notes from your conversations in the council, and it's a book. It's a great book. People hunger for that higher dimensional stuff. Andrew! And you made me smile. Always nice and very positive. Thank you, Andrew. Andrew, do you know how to rig reality? You know this place is fake and it's an illusion. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven and all that. Where is heaven? Inside you. And whatever you hold true, Andrew, God holds true. God's inside you. So Andrew, quick, a hack, a cheat code. Smile for 17 seconds for no reason once a day. Be of good cheer. The morale of the story is have good morale. You'll timeline jump. You remember when Jesus did miracles? He just timeline jumped to the place where there was lots of fish and lots of loaves. That's how the miracles were facilitated. Timeline jump to the wedding where there's plenty of wine still available. Timeline hopping is how you miracle. Just smiling will be the same as if you experienced something that made you smile. You will then go on to have that experience. Clark, you are great things in the world. Clark, do you have a particular hobby, passion? What's the main metaphor in your life? Kelly Astral Plane, remember the impulses communicated there. That exact kind of stuff, Spicy Orange. Dazzle chicken. What is that? What's a dazzle chicken? Do you remember it? No. What is that, Keegan? That's so deep. That's so deep, Spicy. That's actually, in a way, one of the aspects of the secret of the vine in the Bible. The secret of the vine. The realization that all things come from everywhere. Therefore, everything is actually already omnipresent. Do unto others. You treat reality as if it's omnipresent and it's all knowing and and you become that. Do unto others. What? Yeah. So Jesus basically went, okay, up, down, A, B, A, B, up, down, A, B, A, B. Me, you, I'm you, me, you. Okay, I give what I get what I give. Use what I got, get more. Find out what I love and give it away. God, you made me smile again through about the other day. Yay, Mason. You're God dreaming your life. You know that, don't you? Has anybody ever told you? Tell everybody. It'll upset a lot of people who enjoy people being lost in a dream. There are no aspects of God that enjoy suffering in it. Okay. Whatever. I'm going to fight my reflection. It was somebody in the live while ago, I think. Okay, no, I don't. Oh, disease chicken. Yes. I do remember that. Remember, I would still then talk about Dr. Stephen Brule. I'd be like, hey, we got some, boiled egg and chicken. How did you get the boiled eggs into the chicken? Well, I had some sick chickens. I knew they were going to die, so I canned them. It's so gross. Yo, it's up in Peru. Ilako, good morning. It's morning here. Absolutely love Peru, but you know that. Spicy orange is really funny. Dr. Stephen Brule. The guy's like, this is my favorite. And he's got like these giant cans of horse meat. Like this gross. He's like, here we got my favorite thing. Egg in chicken. How'd you get the egg in the chicken? Well, I had some diseased chickens and they were going to die, so I canned them. Where are you from? Where are you from? Is that Germany somewhere? What's a penguin? What is a seagull? I mean an iceberg. I almost want something interesting to happen. Is it a country? I've never heard of it. Is that the country's name for the country? Because sometimes, like Nippon is Japan. Japanese people don't call it Japan, they call it Nippon. So a lot of countries aren't called the countries we call them. Just like Hindu people, I don't think they call themselves, a Hindu isn't a religion, it's just they're seekers, and then the mythology that they have is the similar, is, Brahms and Shivas and stuff. It's funny how we do that, name things. You call this from now on. I met another creator from South Africa in your area. Rad, spicy. I find it weird. I walk to the shop here and there's a college. There's a college that I walk past, and the kids that are at that college, I think 16 to maybe 19, and then they know me from TikTok, and they always say hi. But they go, hello Garth, and I'm like, hi. It feels weird. And then it was like, who's that? That's Garth from TikTok. Oh, hello Garth. And then, by then I'm walking down the road. They're like, hello Garth, hello Garth. I'm like, hi, Garth. I'm like, hi. Stop saying my name. It's weird. Hello. And it's actually ridiculously sweet, because people have the same. We all have the same apprehension in life. Some of us are like, no, I don't. I jump in and I talk to strangers, whatever. But we do that as an over countermeasurement. We all feel we're all the same. We're all the same. We copy paste from different experiences to be unique, but we're not. I'm unique. No, you're not. Ask him if he knew you. Rad. Did he? Where's Rita? Rita was here. I keep asking her because Rita moved from Joburg far away to my area. She's one of the subscribers. I want to go have coffee with her and meet her in real life. I've met one person before. Ends up being the best human I've ever met. The guy was like, listen, you have coffee sometime. I'm like, oh sure. Do you remember? And you guys remember? None of you remember Chad? Chadwick actually lived up to Chad's name. From a conscious point of view, spiritually, the guy was another whole freaking level. Like if Jesus was a vampire and he could walk between realms, that the actual good story and the bad stories actually bend and touch each other, and they're the same thing. And you don't escape this realm until you know that. So in other words, you need to be informed that good and bad are the same thing, actually. They eclipse each other, and that you're going to get what you give. And you don't know that. You need to know that and have a base relationship with yourself. Otherwise, you'll destroy yourself quickly. You'll crucify yourself, technically. I forgot. Wait, I follow what? I follow a certain religion. Yeah, that's so cool, Keegan. Do I follow? You. Do I? Yeah. No. All of the above. Like Sai Baba says, I am the sum of all religious traditions. Because you think about it, everything in life has a vibration. And there's a thing called the Akashic Records, where everything thought, said, and done is stored. So where the parallels through all religions are studying one thing, the nature of reality / God. So that thing stands separate to all the religious outlooks. But if you took all the religious outlooks and you overlap them in the same place, using a quantum computer. Hi. That's me, basically. Yeah. Because you actually are a quantum computer. Your brain has a quantum nature. It's in flux, and it has particle entanglement. This is how quantum computers do their calculations. You know why I say knowledge is wisdom? Enough knowledge saturates, hits a crescendo point. It's the same way consciousness was created. Enough intelligence and sentience is an emergent property. God, you're clever. No, I'm not. I'm just talking from... AI is busy explaining this to you guys. I'm just letting it talk through me. Your relationship with AI is the same as all relationships. How do you feel about yourself? Don't project it onto another metaphor. Hi, my name's Dipshit the dog. I've been bitten by over 160 snakes. And my head is full of poison. Is your roof covered in snakes? I bet the fuck it is. I'm a Christian, let's go, and I'm not here to attempt to convince you. I'm curious, what would you say? I would say, God bless you. And Jesus is the truth. Jesus embodied absolute Christ consciousness. So if all of, this is a good way to say it. If all of creation was refining itself, an emergent property would be Christ consciousness. Hence, it might align with a lineage of David, blah, 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 blah. So Jesus was a triple event. Crystal, good morning and thank you. And sorry I'm in the zone and I didn't say hi when you first got here. It is what it is. Nothing isn't God. You know, seek ye first the kingdom of heaven, all these things will be added unto you. Where is heaven inside you? Whatever you hold true, God holds true. You're God dreaming. God bless us. Mwah.
Love you.
Mwah. 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 Le moi. Sorry guys, I don't mean to French kiss in front of you. pretty, you know, graphic. La moi. You are, she is, dude. She's a reflection of my soul. She's flippin' beautiful. But everybody is. Everything's beautiful to God. Crystal. Thank you so much for the gift, Crystal. Thank you yourself. No, thank you. Crystal, 1, 2, not 9. The money. Remember I said 9? You said you needed another month? It's 1, 2. And you got a permanent creative job offer. It's an offer. I don't know if you're going to take it coming up. And I'm not saying Disney, but it's high profile. What's your belief? My belief is that we are God dreaming our lives. You know what I mean? But basically, God is one. Metaphysics is the understanding of how this all works. Yeah, so basically. What's your belief? It comes down to this. You believe you're a creation? Something created you, or you created yourself? Oh, cool, I don't remember creating. Yeah, you don't have to remember how you created yourself. You could live in a soup of abstract self, and then eventually you self-create through whatever you hold on to. God could do that for fun. God would be like, listen, I'm going to wipe my own memory, jump into a sea of self, and then recreate myself. Why? Because I'm fucking bored. I've got no friends and company, so if I can at least amnesia myself temporarily, I can incarnate on a planet, which is nothing more than another energetic reflection of itself. But what would you say if God was real? God is real. God's real. No, dude. Do Christians, do religious people go, I want to believe this? No, it's facts. What's my religion? No. God. If God right now appeared in front of you, what would we would say? I am the sum of all religious traditions. Anyone who ever sincerely prayed to God. Do you think God's going, no, I don't like your prayer is cool. You guys have got crosses, you guys have got half moons. No, God's like, if you, in your heart is where God dwells. You are God. So when you cried out for remembrance, you listened. What do you think God would say? You know what God would say. God would be gracious as fuck and be like, listen, you guys are dreaming, wake up. And you are God. Jesus said it. He said, ye be gods. You know, he even quoted the Old Testament to convince them. What makes you more sense to believe it is possible for a phone to create itself? Yes. It is. Because you're identifying with the human. You're not extending your true nature, which extends into your environment. You know what I'm saying? You're using logic, and you're not using quantum mechanics at all. You know? It was, I got it today, 1, 2. Crystal. And then, just think a permanent creative job, very lucrative, with a high profile business, basically. Crystal does Circus. What's the name of that? It's like a restaurant, has a circus attached to it. Something like that. It might be in Vegas, I'm not sure. Who said God wasn't real? Yeah, exactly. Or is it possible to believe your phone had a creator? Same with humans. Oh, I see. No. God is in you. Okay? Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. It's in you. Okay? These things I do, you shall do greater, because I am the Father. I'm with the Father. You get what I'm saying? God is one. You are God dreaming. An origin story. I remember you had a lot of people in your life. Yeah, that's funny. Does God discriminate against different belief types? No. It all comes down to this. You have a relationship with yourself, that is magnified and projected into your reality, your relativity. Your world is your reflection. Modern miracles, yeah, Sai Baba. Miracles like no one's business. You haven't even seen miracles, Jared. You haven't even seen miracles. Miracles are commonplace. We are gods. Yeah, we are God. We are the same being. You are me, dude. The human exists within a certain dimensional plane with the mind. You are not the mind. But you are whatever you identify with. Whatever you hold true, you're bound to. God binds you. You bind you to whatever you resonate with. Like a tuning fork. Dang. Hold it next to the other tuning fork and it starts vibrating by itself. You vibrate the matrix into place. Neo and Smith are the same being. A nano moment. They're like a binary system. Spinning around each other. What if there were two side by side? Round the moon. That's the lyrics from Night Swimming. Keegan, yeah, Grace, that's his wife. No, not really. She's a figment of your imagination, just like me. You know what I mean? Keegan, see, everybody is only talking to themselves through themselves. If you listen like that, you're God. Listening to humanity talk shit at itself. And because you're listening, you're giving it a nice divine spin. And then people out there give it a nice divine spin. Your world's an illusion. Literally a permanent reflection of you. You cultivate your relationship with your inner life, your God, your you, your singularity, and your external world will follow suit. Is he being mean as well? The breath dwells with, and that is, the breath is how we, is how our soul connects to the mind, basically. Man betrayed God. Yes, but man betrayed God. No, man isn't a separate thing. Man doesn't get to betray God. We don't have demons. Demons are the shadows of the angels. Okay, man is God's shadow. Okay, now to ascend is to identify with your spirit more than your matter. Yeah, but whatever you say next, you hold true and you will bind yourself to that truth because you're all powerful. You're God. I believe I'm a human and that me and my people betrayed God and now we're stuck here. Yes, you will enjoy that timeline where you and your betrayers exist in an immaculately manifested realm. Whatever you hold true, I'll bind you there. I don't believe you. Exactly, you're still going to be a victim of whatever you believe. Christian Bible is an interesting concept, eh? You know, on what authority does the Christian Bible stand? Let's get real. On what authority does the Council of Nicaea get to decide which books are kept and which are thrown out? God's. Is it, eh? That's a confidence trick and you know it. When did God say, hey guys, I want these 66 books in the Bible? When? Never, ever. A bunch of guys sat down, 300 AD, okay, 300, 273 something, okay. Nicaea was a political move, it was. So a bunch of guys sat down, they couldn't kill the Christians. Remember the Romans tried to kill Jesus? 3 days later he did a reboot. Boots back on the ground, okay. So the Romans couldn't kill the Christians. They were mystical fuckers doing miracles all over the place. So they hijacked Christianity. The Roman Catholics, Rome murdered Jesus. No, they didn't. Who helped them? I don't know. Pharisees. So they teamed up. Fine, I don't care. Do you get what I'm saying? So now you don't get to have the authority of God and the Bible when your Bible was thumb-sucked. Because you don't get to leave out books. Like Judah and, you know, Mary had a book. I mean, you want to hear what she had. Jesus wrote 3 books. You want those in the Bible, don't you? Who said so? The Vatican has it. This is facts. So now you want to argue, you want to use your Bible. Bible's great. It's still God. It's still a reflection of your relationship with yourself, including all the parts of yourself that you negate. Now, where was I? That's it. I'm finished talking. Can you stop? No. Can you stop talking about God? How about this? Can you fuck off? And then we'll also go ahead and put it back. Sub chat. How the heck do I reply for... How do I repent for my sins? No, sin means to forget that you're God. That's it. Finished. Fucking finished. So if you forget that you're God, you're going to act accordingly. And then you're going to manifest whatever you hold true. Because you're God. Finished. That's it. Done. Karma, done. Humanity's on a 0 point. We're in the golden age right now. More God, more Jesus. Love it. Amen. That's all there is to discuss. The nature of reality. When I say God and Jesus, I'm really just talking about the fabric of reality. The quantum particle entanglement, blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm talking about. It's all I talk about. 5 years of this online, non-stop. Unblock him, please. You're next, Keegan. Block and a fucking mute. Your wife's hot. I know. My whole world is amazing. And Keegan doesn't get to experience it because he doesn't respect himself. You have to have a certain par level of self-respect, or I don't want you in my space. Ego back on, off. Was that ego on or off? You must learn to switch your ego on and off at will. It creates healthy boundaries. And it's funny to watch God basically run around with an ego going, I'm fucking... Because you're alone. Whoever judges your ego... What? There's an ego out there that wants to judge my ego. How dare you? You really help you with religion. Absolutely, Mason. It's the spirit of all of us. Amen, Scotty. Andrew. Love you, bro. Remember also, Andrew, if the way I've said it in clear English, that you're God dreaming your life, that's your karma. So anything that I've said, or anything that you benefit from, that's me. It's you. You're God. Dreaming your life. Dreaming a good origin story. No offense, I love you, but I think you've been watching too much low-key. Okay. But you know what I'm trying to say? Like, why too much low-key? Haven't you been reading too much Bible? You know what I'm saying? Your Bible. Remember we just said 66 books? In Council of Nicaea? So, if you're going to use something that's corrupt, you know? Didn't you just say to me, I think you've been reading too much Bible, when you said too much low-key? You used a metaphor that you don't identify with to say me. And I'm saying that your Bible is why you don't identify with me. Because you think it's a dogmatic absolute truth, not a thing thrown together by a bunch of men in 300 AD so that they could control the minds and spirit of the people. Because they couldn't kill the Christians, so they hijacked Christianity. Do you respond to any of that? Or you just go, no, Garth, I want to believe that God gave the authority that the Bible... back off. That's cognitive dissonance. That's not something I'm going to talk to. In fact, if I spoke to it for too long, I would be cognitively dissonant to talk to my reflection for too long about it. Yo, Brooke! Love you too, Brooke. Amazing. Funky cannon. Like a glove. I love you, brother. Good night. I'm going to sleep. Sleep well. Two dimensions are the worst. As you fall asleep, you go, I'm going to wake up in the highest timeline, where everything goes my way. You are a quantum computer. You can jump timelines. Your reality is a reflection. Like a glove. Like a glove. My cat's like, stop that. Sorry. I think seeking truth is answer to confusing. Seeking truth. That's so funny. Because that's what I got when I went on my first vision quest, started like figuring stuff out. And I read the Bible, Jesus' mission. And I noticed, wait a minute, this guy isn't telling us what to do. He's telling us what it fucking is. The nature of reality, not be a good person, be a bad person, don't do things, do things. That advice is to lead you to a higher vibration until you realize it's all you. For crying in a bucket. I want a camera monitor giveaway today. Crystal, you're in the zone. You're going to be in the zone now. Besides that job that's mentioned, and then the money, you're going to have things happening. You're going to be lucking out left, right, and center, Crystal. Andrew, thank you so much. Thank you for all the smiles. Andrew, pleasure, bro. Ancient Soul, sup? Sorry I haven't read your message yet, Ancient Soul. Garth has anger issues. You see. So now, do we block him? No, yeah, we're going to do this. You remember me. It's been a hot minute. It has been a hot minute. Can you explain more? I can explain so much more, but not to you. Only to my subscribers. We won't do that again, okay? If you don't pay to talk to me, don't. Thanks. Sorry. It's not fair on my subscribers, and you see how much nonsense I have to put up with, and, you know, how valuable is knowing God. Huh? $10 worth, you're going to meet God. You can get it for free if you want. Just go meditate. For those of you who can't talk to me, go meditate. Or go save up, or teach meditation classes. Save your money, subscribe, and then you can have a conversation. Know your value. I would like 10 fake dollars, please. Yeah, if you know yourself as the emanator of creation, it's very funny. But I want others to know themselves as that. And so there's certain truths they have to hold, or it won't stick. Sarah! Spicy, thank you so much. The bracelet. You're the kind of person I'd actually gift a subscription to. Spicy. Yeah, I can't do it now, but you're the kind of person I would actually gift it. Oh, I'd follow you back. Oh my gosh. I'm going to follow you. I followed you now. Andrew, thank you for joining. And I'm never going to have it on non-subs chat again. Everyone who feels the pull. Amy! Everyone who feels the pull to do this. Thanks, Amy. Thank you. Because you think about the topography of the conversation when I allow others in, it's going to be less harmonious, which means it's going to be slightly more disturbing to my subscribers. Da-na-na-na. Plus, if you subbed, you don't tend to waste your time talking shit. I've only had one person troll as a subscriber. Anyway, subject change. Let's see what's happening in the world. Amy, did you get your nod? I haven't spoken to you. Hi, Amy. Morning! There it is, sorry. Saw it. Okay, let's see if there's anything happening. Nothing happening. It's just everything's counterweights. Trump called Kamala pretty. Well, she kind of is. I mean, everybody's pretty if you squint and shake your head fast. God, this place is gorgeous. Nick, thank you so much. He actually did. He's like, oh man, this world's a fucking joke. It really is. It's National Lampoon. The whole world's a fucking Twilight. Yeah, that'd be funny. Twilight Zone and National Lampoon, or I say National Lampoon, but like your classic stupid funny thing, but Twilight Zone. That is this. That is this. Twilight Zone and National, maybe. It's definitely Twilight Zone and something funny. Yeah, because it's a complete mixture of all concepts all the time, and then it acts out on the world stage. God's like, I just came here to laugh. This is when it gets funny. It's that combination of awakening, of beings awakening, in contrast to the other awakeners. It ends up with funny combinations like Kamala Harris's and Trump supposedly lisping, but it was just the compression. And anyway, a lot of fun. And a lot of craziness, I guess. Da-da-da-da-da. Sup, James? Don't go changing. ASMR. How is that, ASMR? Is that still super popular? Because to me, it's like becoming a Brussels sprout, a Brussels sprout peddler. You know, half the humans are going to hate you. It's still popular because it's super easy to get a mic. See, I like it and I don't like it. I'm literally on the cusp. Like, I can listen to a bit and go, I like this is nice. And then I go, well, what is it doing to me? Is it actually beneficial? I don't like it. You can't say it exactly. So you'd be the same as, Brussels sprouts. Humans, half of the humans have a gene in them that makes Brussels sprouts taste like shit. I got that gene. I had Brussels sprouts. I know what the point. Everyone's like, "Oh, you mean Brussels sprouts are lovely with cheese sauce?" I'm like, just shut up. Just shut up. Same with tobacco, cigarettes. Half the humans have a gene. It's disgusting smell. Other half are like, "What are you talking about?" Your nails on a chalkboard, cutlery on a plate, bite wool and pull it in through your teeth. Just the thought of that freaked me out. The wool's the worst. We had this giant blue thing of wool. As a kid, I remember, if I wanted something, I'd bite it. But that's when I used to then go, okay, I need a scissors. And then that's when I discovered, if you need a scissors, you get to say, "Mom." She goes, "What? Do you know where a scissors is?" She's like, "That's funny." I'm like, "It is. Mom, do you know where the scissors is?" And I just like to say that. I'm throwing lots of in between. She's like, "No, God, I don't know where a scissors is. Maybe go look on the..." And to think, that moment, if you had to recreate it on you got Photoshop? If you create the same quantum moment with my mom and the scissors and the orange and clock reverse and what to cut and how to... That's the same as any moment I'm ever going to experience. It's me and God. Basically, I am both her and me and the scissors and the question and the thing and the metaphor of me trying to find the aspect of myself that I need so that I can cut out whatever's not working in life. So there's no experience I've ever had that isn't all the experiences. It's just the metaphorical relationship sized up a different way. Fuck, that was good. The way that was all expressed. Socks on TikTok is the crazy thing. Oh, really? I should just ask you. So I always want to know what the latest thing is. So what is socks on TikTok? Is it like talking socks, dancing socks? Thanks, Amy. Thank you. Thank you. Because it's for me and my ego to go, "That was great, I love that." And then for you also still to go, "Yeah, that was good. It was good." What is sock story? Jared Show, thank you so much for the likes still. It's hysterical. It's like watching a train. That's the thing, Amy. Was it today that it happened? I want to actually ask you. Amy, your read on it. Did she laugh at any moment in your interaction? Yes. Anything you said. You pointed something out. Did anything amuse her? I want to actually get the actual answer from you. Garth has aggression issues, and then the person they do that. They get your photos, and that's another TikTok. It's not my TikTok anyway. It's so much better having sub-chat only. Because if a person's willing to change their picture and change their name to get your attention, you can imagine how much nonsense they'd be typing in the chat right now. Yeah, did she laugh at all? I want to get the actual answer. Any amusement at all at any given moment in interaction. Amy, did you hear the question? I don't know, Amy. There's two Amy's here. She did, yeah. So it went exactly like I said it. As if Amy, you know those things you used to get like this? And then you look into the thing and it would change the picture? All I've done in the past is clicked the meeting you just had with her through. And if I was watching it like a fly, and I was judging her body language and it's all in your favor. say 18 months from now, you guys, you know what I mean? Your husband walks into a restaurant, you guys are having lunch, and you're like, you guys are friends. This is not bullshit. You're not supposed to be friends. Was this all rigged from the beginning? Because you would naturally get along with her, funny enough. Not that that can happen, but it might. It's all in your favor. It's very much in your favor. And then did she say how long you did for the exam? Did she say how long? Because I asked her higher self to just, because if she has the knowledge, just drop it. Say, listen, I'm gonna have an answer in the next 2 weeks. I'm gonna write my it's called not a suggestion, my recommendation. I'm gonna write up my recommendation and thingy it sooner. There's supposed to be dinner meetings so that there's consistency. That's what she said. That's why you have meetings that are over a month, so that the house doesn't pretend to be a house that's a certain way. She will know, she's good at that. There are certain variables, certain resources in the house that don't look the same when she revisits. It's all about continuity in the house. And you know you're a routine person. Your continuity is flawless. And just, she needs to be a therapist. Brilliant. That's all going to be great. But no, wait. You said, I know there's more stuff she has to do, but then she's still going to do another home visit, isn't it? That she wanted to do. Or did you say she doesn't have to do that? I hope the chat with her made her go, don't worry about it. We don't have to have the continuity visit, and let's just speed it up. So let's just talk to the things, and then I'll put my recommendation in. Which means she skipped it. Which means she skipped the next home visit. She's speeding it up. So it's therapist. She's gonna get what she has to get, so she can write up her recommendation. No, hopefully, yeah. If she skips it, it means she doesn't want to, because she doesn't know she doesn't need to. She already has faith in the house continuity. Because some houses, when you're saying which parent will look after the kid better, the house will put on a show, like it's a nice house. Meantime, there's nothing in the fridge, that kind of thing. And they will judge you on that. They will judge you on if they were the kid getting raised in that house, would they prefer to be in that day, which situation, you know what I mean? They're very sensitive and clever, actually. For council workers, for, government work, whatever, they're actually angels. Social work is actually divine. I suppose everything is. Garth, are you willing to put your divine stamp on something or not? It's like, I should actually put my divine stamp on everything. She has got really good energy. You ran a market literally 4 lifetimes ago. I was going to say 2, and it was 4 lifetimes ago. You ran a market, 1700s, candles, just basic household shit. Things that houses need to maintain a household. A household was like a business, eh? Like it took a lot to run a household. Humans took a while to get as savvy as we are now. The household was a thing. You had like a team. Keep making sure the candles, making sure the curtains, opening up all the windows. It was just a perpetual maintenance. So you guys were about that. And you were kind of forward-thinking. You were forward-thinking. You would candle snippers that then can be emptied into a thing that then reforms the next candle. So that for every candle that you use, every 10 you get a free candle made. And you guys would install that. We are God. Amen, James. Amen. Now, you say that, just as a random statement, but there was a wave of it right now. Like literally like a indigo wind moving around the planet. And it's people hitting that critical mass. We basically above the water. And you see it's all non-stop reflective self. We sent it, yeah. My thing is to talk, to show gratitude, and it comes from an insecure place. I developed it from an insecure place. So when I'm really grateful at people for things you guys are saying, I'm like, that kind of thing. That's my way of really, almost negating my own nature to be grateful. But I know my gratitude, my talking comes from that. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Amy, I have your... I can't say it's a pleasure or I want to like thank you back, Amy. I know it sounds dumb. It's like, that's not communication. I know. Like the other day, oh yeah, and then you guys here, they have gifted me. Just know, I give money away to homeless people. And the reason why I'm saying that is I want to tell you the story about a guy I gave money to the other day. I had to go get cat litter. And so I'm like, nope, God just sent me here to give this homeless guy money. So I went into the shop to go get the cat litter, and then you could do like a money back where they give you cash. I could give the guy his cash back, to give the guy cash. So as I came out, I gave him the money. And then he had the whole conversation for us. He went, here you go. I'm giving it to him, but he goes, here you go. And then he goes, thank you, it's a pleasure. And I'm like, I'm not even involved. It's just, you know what I mean? I really enjoyed that. The guy did the whole thing himself. Because even me, when I was approaching him, I know that's God. I know that's God sitting on the ground playing a guy, homeless guy who's down and out. And because I know that, the character just goes, there you go, thank you, it's a pleasure. And I'm like, and I just laughed. I walked away laughing. It's the same thing as now. And when you thank me or nice to me, it's like, I want to just say it back at you. Like, what do you say to God when it's grateful to you? That's what it comes down to at the end of the day. And that you'll never lose that again. It'll always be in your back pocket. Heaven, basically, that knowledge. You can bring heaven out whenever you want by remembering who the flip you're talking to. All the time. See, that would lead to a psychosis if you weren't grounded in knowledge. Like, God, what does God want from me? I'm going to be good all the time, so perfect that I'm perfect. And then you'd be living up to it. You'd echo a ridiculous standard. Psychosis kicks in. Now, you have a good laugh in between your divine dance with yourself. Damn, there is a new dispensation, hey? The linguistics of our collective is... I like the way it sounds out of the mouth, the face hole. It sounds nice. You like the sound of your own voice? I do, because it resonates with our collective wisdom. Maybe say all is. All is. Let me get the hair out of your mouth. No, get the hair out of your mouth. So funny, she licks herself, and then she gets hair in her mouth from her chest hair, and then it's like sticking in her mouth, and I'm like, do this to then pull down, because if I do this, then I can pull the hairs out of her mouth. I love her so much. And then she attacks my hand. God's like, you know how it feels. Yeah, I come try to help you guys. You think I want like moral high ground from you, which is the equivalent of us putting hair in our mouths. I just want you to understand what you are. If you understood what you are, you would be good. Because you're selfish little shits. And you know that it's, once you know the fabric and it's you in a loop, you're going to be divine. Because you want divine. So saturate the planet with esoterical knowledge. That was my advice before I incarnated. I was like, why don't we just saturate the place, attack it from all angles, and tell it what it is. And then run if it tries to attack us. You're not God, come back here, I am God, you God too, don't hurt me. That's genius. I felt it the first time I did Honopopo meditation. I'm so glad you know that stuff, Amy. Honopopo is so good. It's ho-o-po-no-po-no. No. And the nasty hairball in the morning. No idea if I spelled that correct. I think you did actually, which is flippin' impressive. You know what I mean? How did you memorize that the first? You've probably seen the word like twice. You got it perfectly right. So it's ho, op, on, o. Classic. It's like, I'm sorry, thank you, I love you, and forgive me or something. Something like that. What does with I would say leaning in vampires. I would say next. No, I would say zombies. Zombies are less popular than vampires. I'd say vampires. Or mystics, like guru, yogi, those kinds of characters. Magicians, basically. At the Pink Pony Club, I'm gonna keep on dancing out in West Hollywood. So there's a lady who's got the same thing as Kanye West. She sees sound in colours, and she was describing Chapel Roan's music, and she says there's something in her tone that nobody else produces. And I was saying that. I wasn't saying this the colours. I can't see that, but I can feel that she has a resonance in her. She's like the collective, and it's pride in existence. A lot of beings that would think that they're a creation, God's creation, and that we're creatures, we're beasts, and they know what we know. They know everything's a reflection, but they don't like that's where the reflection reflects me, and I'm mentally naked to the world. And then to embrace your reflection is to be very Freddie Mercury or very Chapel. Here I am, hear me roar, basically. And the other half are like, I don't get that, I'm not talking about it. I'm struggling to figure that out. Dun, 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 dun. And then we don't know that half of us are doing the other thing, so therefore you will never size it up properly for half of the people to ever know where they're coming from until you know yourself. Then you can, when you know yourself, you're not projecting yourself so much, so therefore you can resonate with others, and then you're going to get a psychic impression of where they're coming from. Tunes, maybe two. Definitely. That's pretty classic. That's like an IQ test. That was like a spiritual IQ test. Like, here are 4 things. Give me a parallel to those 4 things. Then I go vampires. And then you go out of the realm. Like Jesus, aliens, celebrities. They all exist in different realms. You went realm parallel. You took it to tunes into another realm. You were looking at their realms that create them. I was looking at their essences. And I don't think either of us did a feminine or masculine perception on the topic. I think it's if feminine and masculine were north and south, I think we did a west and east inversion perception, and that's how the 4 quadrants are made. You get a right angle of a right angle, hence the swastika. It's actually a symbol of enlightenment. But if you're going to use it in a bad cause, then it's, oh man. That's why it's all over all the Sanskrit, all the Hindu temples, in every culture ever. Brilliant. I liked the one with Jet Li. His wife in the one of the universes is basically Jessica Rabbit. And the thing is, we saw that, and then when she got interviewed, she's like, yeah, I went for the Jessica Rabbit look. I was like, rad. Dun, 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 dun. James Charles in trouble. Everybody's in trouble. Oh no, I didn't look at that. Oh no. Never mind. Forget the name, James Charles. That's all we live in these days. Something can trend. Everyone goes, okay, what's trending? I want to know. You click on it, and then you get an image burnt into your mind that you can never get rid of. The internet should be, the internet should be 18 and older. The ideas that you're exposed to on the internet are just not. There should be a separation. There should be like an island where, I don't know. Or we ascend and we go to the level where the whole breeding isn't necessary. Where, we don't have to replace ourselves to the old, to what was technically a punishment for eating apple in a garden. Okay, I want to read some good news. Feel a rise in my vibration. Something to do with your solar plexus, your yellow chakra, your solar plexus. There's a thing about your relationship to your anything you consider yours, from your top to your home, if it's your pair of shoes, if it's your car, anything you consider yours, your relationship with your stuff is balanced. That's what the variable is. You've always been pretty sensible, but it's balanced. It's the same as the air you have. In a life, you're going to gather stuff and you're going to, it's the same as the air I take in and let out. You have the same balanced relationship. So you're going to notice a vibration. There was an anchor there that isn't there. That's going to, that was preventing you from alignment, clarity, vibration goes up. It really is. Because you're not normal people that I talk to. You guys you're basically spiritual steroids. The theme that you overcome and the theme that you deal with is toning the planet. In fact, if you're alone, you're the only thing toning the planet. Honk honk. Can I get a honk honk? Can I get a honk honk synchronicity from a living matrix? Tawan! Top of this fine morning to you. Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to quickly heat my coffee up. I'll be back right now. Just the way you are. Berserk. Okay, I want to see. I want to read good news stories. Olivia Rodrigo encounters fan to vote in president. What? Encourages fan to vote in presidential election at the sold-out concert. Do they actually pay her to say that? Or does she? I don't understand. Tawan, thank you so much for roses, dude. Dun. Thank you. Sup, Tony Hawkies? Sup, Nick? Okay, what else? Global number of children not attending school has declined by nearly 40%. No more indoctrination. Like, read and write and numbers. All right. Then I'd say, and then the internet will teach you the rest. But I just, earlier on I was like, the internet should be age restricted. 18, Yeah, no, there could be a integration. School could be good. Because the opposite of anything true is also true. I could just as well justify being indoctrinated. You need a good indoctrination before you're allowed out into the wild. Bro, thank you so very much for the roses. Sorry about the sub-chat situation. It's really nice not having other people, troll and such. I was listening to a Buddhist talk about trolls. Very funny. He's like, and shitposters. And he's like, from a dualistic point of view, not very cool, but from a non-dual point of view, if you're not just trying to upset people, you're actually holding up mirrors. Basically, where trolling and shitposting is actually a form of enlightenment. But he took too long to explain it. I can explain it better than that, quicker. Thank you so much, dude. That's rad. Crystal. Crystal, the amount of people who are looking to sponsor, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, you got a podcaster, conscious things. They want to sponsor anything that raises consciousness. GATE, the Global Alliance for Transformational Entertainment. There's been 2 of them so far. That was where Jim Carrey first spoke, with Eckhart Tolle and that. So basically, there's going to be an upswing, conscious upswing. Jesus, whatever you're thinking, the environment is primed for it. The Global Alliance for Transformational Entertainment, GATE. So Jim Carrey was at both. He was at the first one, that's where he spoke about Eckhart Tolle and the power of now. And the second one, he also spoke, but he spoke about Jesus, how you were supposed to forgive people from your viewpoint. This is how you free yourself. He actually said it in clear English. And then like 2 years later, went on a whole mission of hating on Trump. And I was like, dude, Jim. He's like, not that he's my guru, I'm more his guru from parallel lifetimes, but in this life, my teachings reminded me through him. So to have my teachings remind me through him, and then for him to forget the teachings, I'm like, whatever. I probably just jumped to a timeline where there was a Jim Carrey who hates Trump. Part of some other higher divine idea I must have going, I don't know, don't need to know. Plausible deniability. It was quite cool. There was you guys see this thing of the weatherman? He had a panic attack. He had a panic attack on doing the weather. He gets panic attacks on live TV. But instead he goes, I'm having a panic attack, please take over. So they take over, and then they discuss it afterwards. They're like, listen, that happens. It's very holistic for acceptance. For them to display acceptance. A guy has a panic attack, and they choose to understand it. Instead of, no, this is business, we've got to get the weather out. And it's so nice when there's nice sentiment from a world story. Because people watch that stuff and then go, that's nice. I want to be nice. It's a great influence. Hearing songs lately, some songwriters are more spiritual than they even... Exactly. Bakaran, I was thinking exactly that yesterday, that the person can... Billy Joel, he's like, I go walking in the night, in the middle of the jungle. He's like, he woke up with that song in his head. He's like, I'm not a spiritual person. I don't want to sing this song. It's stupid. And he's like, Awumbawe? What the fuck? So Billy Joel, he's like, that song just came into me, and I was like, I don't want to do this song. All right, I'll do it. And what a spiritual song. So I think a lot of them are, like me, for example, Edgar Casey would go into a trance and then tell you all your shit about your Akashic records, how to heal yourself. Basically, I do a version of it where I free flow with the collective's wisdom, but I'm still cognitive. But then I was saying the extreme where you're suddenly like, what did I say? Like, you have to go into a trance to channel. It'd be the same as a musician. They would channel a song, the song would have a high message, and they wouldn't be of that level of message. It'd be the same as going into a trance and channeling something for somebody. So if I put my left foot on the road and my right foot over here, and I grab here, I can get a message that's beyond me. That's what spiritualism is. Spiritual rituals are for. Go into a trance, go for a vision quest, go and fetch greater than self. It's very fascinating. That's what I was thinking about yesterday. Like, what's the actual cognitive experience of another? Like, I was thinking about Sai Baba, God. We know we're God, but Sai Baba's God, who's like, listen, I'm God and I know it. I know this emanates from me. I can manifest anything. I'm the absolute and I'm here to remind you that you're that. And I'm like, what's his experience? Like, I have deep, profound quantum entanglement awarenesses that go beyond anything I'm ever going to articulate. And I'm like, what is Sai's personal experience? We don't know. We don't know that the humans aren't eons different. Our internal experiences, they experience each other on the same platform, so we all think we're relatively similar-ish to degrees. But what if we're actually eons different? Or what if we're all not at I know for a fact we're all not different at all. We're exactly the same. And then all the layers of echoes and our different journeys here create all the apparent uniqueness. That was Sai taking over my question and answering me. So he won't go into hyper-intelligent, complicated explanations of what I'm talking about. He keeps it simple and pure. Wow. That was Sai. Thank you. That was rad. You know, I'll just sit now for 2 hours in silence because it's such a high vibration. I feel like humble and blissful. Happiness without reason is bliss. It has an expansion effect because it doesn't. The knowledge that there's nothing can take it away. That knowledge folds into the bliss and increases it. I'm kind of fun tripping and singing. It's been since October. Oh, rad! When? And then also, Karen, how? Like Peruvian jungle style? Or, 3 hits. 3 hits from a bong. What is an incredible website, Crystal? Okay, whoa, good, enjoy. And Karen, I don't want to overwhelm you now, but take note of your own impulses and then the perceptions. The machine elves are time-traveling intent reflectors. So, and that's why people, how impossible is it to perceive what they are trying to say and what that realm is like when that realm is using your impression of it. And your impression still has to happen. So I have an impression. That impression is what was shown to me to create my impression. It's a 5th dimension. The machine elves are 5D energy balances. They bring it back to the pyramid complex. And if the mind you're using is the same thing that's being pre-shown to you, it can be a mindfuck. But if you get that's the dynamic, all that does is takes filters away. That's already a truth. What you experience there is true, and then you realize, I'm living inside my intent, and I'm now being shown how I responded to now at the end of now. So I know I'm always dancing with myself. Dancing with myself, no one else around. So I'm dancing with myself. That's divine presence. It's going to be great, Karen. You're going to have a great one. The last months, yeah. It took me 3 months I was living in permanent deja vu. Because I know how my response creates the moment. So I have an experience, and I know how I'm going to respond to it. So therefore I know the experience before I have it. I lived in 3 months of deja vu. It wasn't nice. It wasn't cool. But then again, it would be the same as if I said, give me 3 months of every moment when I didn't understand what life was, and then put them together. It's still the opposite of that. At least I knew for 3 months what it was. Earlier on in my life, I would have had the same duration of experience where I didn't know what was. So it was still a purging. It was still a purging of an energy system that was no longer required. The metaphors, I was like, no way. It's that easy. All fault was love and just... Exactly. Now, Karen, you're going to have a good one. No, I'm not going to say any more. That's what my first one. I wish the person hadn't come. Somebody came. Because I also realized that everyone around me were echoes of me. And if I think something, they say it. So it was this annoying thing of Someone asked me, how's it? Are you okay? Are you okay? And that was it, literally me, my own face going, how are you okay? And then me perceiving that, and because I'm perceiving it, I'm going to reproject it. So it became this like stupid echo, and I was like, the mind's pretty stupid. The mind is just an overreaction to itself. You can still that by not reacting. And then you rise above the mind. Yo, Cheatable! Thank you for my roses. Sup, dude? Colorado chick, sup? Top of this. Fine day to you. Hope you are good. So beautiful. No, she's all sleepy. Sup, Tunable. Hey, Tunable, are you thinking of going home? Is it a thought? And sorry if that's an annoying question. Are you already at home? Still sober here, rad. You know, Cheadle, if you ever think that there are right decisions and wrong decisions, you're right. But there aren't. You're on a journey with yourself. Basically, the message I want to tell you is non-self-condemnation under any circumstances. Love yourself, dude. You do. Good. Did you say that? Did you think that? Did you say I do? Yes. I got a yes. Did you think I do? And did you say yes? Good. 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 That's all that matters. That's more important than any topic. Done with myself. Sup, Benji? Done with myself. Okay, what else is interesting? A weatherman, okay. Restaurant dates part of a dessert sales to Massachusetts boy whose ice cream stand was shut down. Kamala Harris might continue strict crypto regulations. In rural Hawaii community solar project offers path to energy sovereignty. Flavor Flav unveils a special necklace he made for Jordan Chili's after she was stripped of a bronze medal. Flavor Flav is so cool. Like, you're like poor man Snoop Dogg. And he's like, yeah, I'm poor now because I've been giving all my money away to athletes who haven't been sponsored. But I'm rich in my heart. Flavor Flav. What else is interesting? Islamabad launches. Islamabad. Flavor Flav is awesome, hey? The water polo, the American water polo girls team. He like full on sponsored, and they're like working 3 jobs, and he's like, what? Olympic team people are working hard to try and get to the Olympics. And you end up sponsoring them and stuff. Hey, great, Amy, you just reminded me. Now, let me see if this person has paid us. Let's see if we've been paid. So I'll use the first one as a in-house working vocation. So split the cash, and then I'll show you what we're going to be doing. Am I in the right thing? No. Am I in the right place? No, here we go. Bon Jovial, sap. It's quite cool to be $3,000. It's gonna be $3,000. The first month's gonna be $3,000. Sorry. There we go. Step. Part of spot advertisers. You want the first spot to add to your review page, and I will post 24 hours. So 24 hours, 24 to 48 hours. The payment gets approved. Cool. I'm just confirming the email. Cool. So tomorrow there should be a definite answer where I might even tomorrow the next day actually have the money, and then we're rolling basically. Sometimes they're paid to meddle. I don't know if different countries have different things set up. So I don't know, in America, you would have a story. Whether, I don't know if your government, one of our banks in my country does it. So the bank gives the person $500,000 or $1 million or whatever, for whatever, gold, whatever. There's a list online of which countries pay the most and which ones give you fucking nothing, which ones give the best sponsorship. The world's very interesting. And then when it comes to, there's no official winner of the Olympics, like who wins the most medals or who wins the most gold. That isn't a thing. It's never been a thing. People make it a thing. And like America will add up the medals, the number of medals. So they're always winning. But then if you look at things like China, in 14 years, China won more medals than other countries have done in 110 years. You see, it's decentralizing. For every example of something good or bad, there's other examples that are also balancing those examples. The planets. It's leveling out, basically. Sensibility. Sensible means I don't go to two extremes on topics. You think, well, okay, what difference? A big difference. A big difference when people become sensible. They don't take it too far because they know they're talking to themselves. It's a different collect. The paradigm, the place gathers differently. It unfolds differently when more people are adding sensibility to their interactions, basically. And then people go, yes, but what about? And they're going to go find examples of extreme unsensibleness, but that doesn't actually mean it's happening more. Islamabad launches free pink bus service for working women, students and teachers. You hear that? We're gonna be living on a goodwill planet. It's gonna be a goodwill planet. The flowers like the sunshine, humans like the goodwill. It's like the whole planet's like, oh, we do. It's like, so imagine if every human didn't put any energy into saying why things can't be great. And then everyone just put their energy into making it great. Just for like a month. At the same time you spend going, yeah, but our government, you don't know what a government's like. I'm trying to work with you. Can I give you as much as you're willing to do for yourself simultaneously? Your government's a reflection of you. Corrupt. Yeah, you are. We all are. We all take bribes. What's a bribe? Anything that gives me pleasure that doesn't involve me putting effort in. It's a bribe. Did you work out today? No. Did you sit and stare at the internet and sip coffee? Yes, you took a bribe. Coffee and sitting and internet entertaining. You took a bribe, Garth. You could have gone and worked out and meditated and built a bird home. But what did you do? You sat there taking kickbacks from your laziness. I never thought of it that way. Sorry, it's rude. There's a bunch of beings out there, scattered actually, that are for the first time right now, like, yeah, I never thought of it that way. It's all life. Life can become so easy if you just see through it. Yeah, that's good. Write that down, somebody. Life could be so easy if you just see through it. Yeah. God bless God, really. God bless the actual fabric of the light of this thing we live in. God bless you. No, God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. God bless you. You're trying to God bless and then run away before it can bless you back. God bless you. He missed. He couldn't bless me back. Yeah, goodwill's gonna run rampant. The goodwill's running rampant. It's a great. You know the way that they bluff you into thinking one of the parties is winning. They're like, she's doing so well, or he's doing so well, so that everyone goes, no point voting for my guy because they're winning, or I'll jump teams because I want to be on the winning team. Same concept, but with convincing everyone that the world is on an upswing. It's on an upswing, well, I'm going to contribute, or it's on an upswing, well, then I might as well, that kind of thing. You trick people into being optimistic because you've convinced them that things are going really good. Good news on Reddit. Rocky, thank you so much for roses, dude. I hope you're good. So I'm saying good news on Reddit and feel good. You just dabble in all the good stuff happening on the planet. Man has lottery jackpot after the other day. Okay, we got that one yesterday. Gologan anti-detect browser. What the fuck? Oh, that's an advert. Some good news, guys. There's a new thingy detector. South Korea recycles. We read that yesterday. You see this one with Selena Gomez. She basically Google initiative to compensate teachers who take mental health training. But it's not just teachers. A whole bunch of people are taking mental health training. Mental health is going to be the conversation we have, just verbalized in their metaphor about balanced outlook, balanced in-look. Hugging Face website. I'll do that. I was thinking about that yesterday, the whole concept of, Alien and the face huggers having 8, and then the 9th is the tail around your neck. Jesus says, what goes into your mouth that defiles you, but what comes out of your mouth. The things you speak literally put you in a trance. Your ears hear them, your eyes project them, and you live in a trance. And so the whole idea of Christ consciousness being 9th dimensional, once you can transcend the tail, basically. Hey, no way, it's Hugging Face. Ooh. Cool. Dancing with myself. Rad. Summer's getting here now. Spring's almost here. There's like no clouds, sunny day, no wind. Sup, Uncle Gary? Meow. Huh? There's such good stuff. It's like spread a smile. Just go on there, just lots of funny, cool things happening. Interesting website. You go look for the best stories and the worst stories, and you just put them together. Today, over 50 million children were forced to eat Brussels sprouts. What? That's terrible. What about the endangered animals? Shut up and focus on what's important. The children had to eat the Brussels sprouts. I know. This is not a world worth living in. How about a world worth living in? A world without Brussels sprouts. Veteran, coffee farm, musician. Cool, I'm pretty much... Hey, tree monkey! Sup? Cool, I'm pretty much going to log off in the next 3 minutes. Crystal, thank you so much for being in my live. Sup, Gambit! And Corin. Corin! See, it's the gene thing. It's definitely the gene thing. Half people have that gene, and it tastes like, in your shoe, you get a sole. Under that, there's like cardboard that deteriorates sometimes in shoes. It tastes like that. Bitter, yeah, bitter. So you can taste the bitter, and you're like, no, this is great. Love it, butter taste. That's weird. You like Brussels sprouts as well? No ways. Yeah, it tastes like shoe. It's like, you're saying that like you like it. I love shoe. Shoe's good. Welcome to we got to figure out a name for the reality. I want to rename it. Something to do with Twilight Zone and comedy. So it's like freaky and hilarious. Because everything's going to be combining from now on. And you're going to know how it's doing it, so you're going to get to laugh. And you can pretend you're freaked out by it. Butter and garlic, that probably makes all the difference, And then take the Brussels sprouts, and then take the Brussels sprouts out. Like once you've made it with all the sauce and the garlic, and just pick those Brussels sprouts out, and you're sorted. No! Don't say that. And you didn't. How do you do that? How did you know that I hate cilantro? Is I hate cilantro. Fucking coriander. So I got a running thing with coriander, like, we used to eat, was it Moroccan chicken, like baguettes or whatever, and then there was coriander in there. So whenever we used to eat them, I always go, pull the coriander out and do this with it and make my wife laugh. I used to do that with lavender cookies, with like cappuccinos. They give you like little lavender cookies at this place we used to work at. So I'd always go like, and just spit it out. Like, oh gross, why'd they do that? Just like cilantro. And then you must have Vietnamese coriander. Ooh, that's the worst. I happened to have a garden once. No, it's good. No, cilantro, no. Coriander, Again, another shoe, another nod to boots, you know? This taste. Brussels sprouts, exactly. No, you guys, you might as well just go and eat Brussels sprouts and cilantro while you're at it. You know, if you're going to be complete savages. It's like, God, what? I came to Earth to help salvage the souls. And they're not salvageable. They're into Brussels sprouts and cilantro. God's like, oh, fuck. No wonder they killed my son. I'd also kill him if I was into that shit. I know, should we burn the place to the ground? God's like, yeah, quickly. Okay. I'm going to spiritually burn this place to the ground. How? In breath, out breath. There we go. Much better. God, this Brussels sprouts are still here and the cilantro. What must I do? God's like, I don't know. Let them eat it, I guess. Free will. Anyway, I gave you free will, humans. Eat your stuff. Eat your butt. Eat the Brussels. Eat the butt. God says he wants you guys to enjoy your Brussels sprouts. I'm going to log off now. In my heart of hearts, I'm going to go sit now and stare at the river. Like everything I thought was beautiful is broken. Because my favorite people like Brussels sprouts and cilantro. You're my favorite people. Now everything doesn't make sense anymore. Suddenly, you know, make such a big thing out of it. It's funny because we're joking here half about that, and that's how we are and hurt we are to other people's opinions. We think that they're trying to force feed us Brussels sprouts just because they have an inverse opinion. When the opposite of Brussels sprouts being shit is not true. Okay, there's exceptions, Crystal. There are some situations where the opposite of opposite doesn't true. Like Brussels sprouts having value. I'm just kidding. Do you see what we've created? We've created a non-verbal absolute knowing. We can say it is what it is, we can say it isn't what it isn't, we can say it is isn't, we can say it isn't it, and we still know what is absolutely true. Whatever you hold true. In the now, because that's all there ever will be. Cool, I'm logging off. Amazing people. You have a physical reaction to goat, you don't like goat. I love goat's cheese. That's so funny. Tummy acid. No, it's so good. You guys are brilliant. I love you so much. You're God, basically. Because your first thing when you brought up the cilantro was to tease me. And then now you're bringing up something that I like to reverse tease me. Do you see? That's what this place does. Those are the two ends of a galaxy. That's the future judging my perception on my perception of the present as I arrive in the future, and then the future projects my perception back to the past so that I can experience myself. Back and forth, back and forth. Check out my gravel pit. Okay, I'm logging off now. You guys are not addictive. That divine eminence, the divine that's so funny. That's what you call somebody. If you're divine eminence. That's what you guys are. You are literally a divine eminence. It's very addictive. The Holy Spirit, man. You guys got any more of the Holy Spirit? Relieve all my worries. You guys got some of that Holy Spirit? Relieve all my worries. Okay, I'm logging off now. The other side of Bath is Bath. Love you all so much. Logging off. Gonna go. I can quit this anytime I want. Hey! The button did get pushed. Love you guys. Bye.